Finance Secretary Dr. Somanathan is with the Federal to share views on a few aspects of the 2022-23 budget. Let's straight away ask him about the main focus of the budget. What are the main pillars of this year's budget?
The main pillars are to create a lot of employment quickly through rejuvenation of public infrastructure by spending money on capital expenditure, which will have a high multiplier effect. And through this capital spending, it is expected to create a number of jobs. And each rupee of capital expenditure has been shown in the past to generate up to 3 rupees of expenditure in the economy. So we are hopeful that with the huge increase in the budget provision for capital expenditure by 35%, there will be a significant increase in employment opportunities.
But sir, this infra push that you are referring to, that will take some time. There will be a lag. It won't happen immediately. But the last 2 years, because of the pandemic, people are in dire straits, especially the poor, laborers, etc. Why are we not doing any direct cash transfer to the poor, the downtrodden people?
We feel that it is better that people should get proper employment opportunities rather than get doles which are purely temporary and which will actually give them only a palliative temporary relief without actually solving their problem. People have to get real jobs. They have to get real income. Nobody wants to be a dependent of the government. And any cash transfer will create only a temporary paracetamol-like effect on a fever. It doesn't cure the disease. We are trying to cure the disease, which is in the interests of the people themselves.
So your view is the long-term effect which will generate employment and self-sustainable basis provide succor to people. But at the same time, sir, there is also a fear that the pandemic has already disturbed people all over the world for the last 2 years. So are you assuming that it will not happen again, or it will not have similar kind of a magnitude?
Because the country is now very largely vaccinated, 95% people have had 1 dose, I think over 60 people have had 2 doses, and it is unlikely that the pandemic may recur or not recur. I am neither an astrologer, and I find that even the health experts cannot predict. So we don't know what will happen with the pandemic, but the effects of the pandemic will be more mild than it was earlier. I think that much we can expect because of the success of the vaccination program, and therefore I think the economic impact of the pandemic next year, if it recurs, will be much smaller. That is our hope.
So one issue that's creating a lot of debate is the digital currency and taxation of digital assets. How are we going about creating a digital currency? Because the youngsters are very keen to use digital wallets and digital rupee. But at the same time, there are a lot of people, especially from the political spectrum, who have doubts whether this will lead to any adverse effects. How do we make sure that that does not happen?
Crypto assets are a new class of assets. A lot of people are taking interest in them. But as of now, there are considerable doubts about their productive utility. And a lot of people are investing in them. All I can say is they are unregulated. Their value depends on the eye of the beholder. If somebody thinks it is valuable, it is valuable. And that is a very fickle type of market. It's a risky asset. It is for people to invest in knowing the risks. But it certainly has no government endorsement. It is unregulated. It is risky. Now, people may take risks on their own, but I think it is something that should be taken only by those who understand that they are buying something very risky. Now, sometimes risks can pay off also.
You said very correctly that there is no regulation, but are we giving some sanctity to these crypto assets and whatever the blockchain backed products by taxing them at 30%?
No, under the law, everything is taxable. Even smuggling income is taxable. Even corruption income is taxable. So taxability and legality are quite different things. There are many things which are not, I'm not suggesting that crypto is illegal. It is not illegal. But there are many activities which are not illegal, which are taxable. And for example, betting on horse races is taxable. But it's not a regulated activity. And nobody says that it's a safe activity and government will protect you if you invest in horse races. Government does not protect you. You can do it, and if you do it, you will be taxed.
So it's a lottery-like situation that we are facing. One more important aspect in this budget is about the 1 lakh crore for the state governments, the loans that they can avail in addition to whatever facilities they already have. Sir, how many states are in a position to avail this kind of a loan and utilize it properly?
See, there is absolutely no difficulty for them in availing the loan. The loan is available to them without any collateral, without any margin. It is interest free. It is to be repaid after 50 years. And it is in addition to any other loan which they are taking. So there is absolutely no difficulty for them to take the loan. They will have to receive the loan and meet certain eligibility conditions, and they will be able to spend it. So I expect no problem whatsoever. Similar loans have been given in the last 2 years for a smaller amount. 12,000 crores in 2021, 15,000 crores in 21-22. It has been fully utilized by all the states.
That was Dr. Somanathan, Finance Secretary, sharing his views with the Federal. Thank you very much, sir.